I just got back from New York yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I went up there to see Sondre Lerche, and I actually did do a mini vlog of sorts. I didn't do like a true travel vlog. I didn't record the entire time or even most of the time. I recorded a little bit of the show and sort of a little bit of the process up to the show, but I'm going to edit together what I have and I'll be posting that soon. But I want to post this Unsleeving because I haven't posted anything to this channel in a while, and there were a few people who subscribed recently when I was sort of pumping out videos, and then I just stopped. So I imagine that probably wasn't the best thing to do. So this is an Unsleeving of Pleasure by Sondre Lerche. Now I actually kind of forgot that this album came out this year because it came out earlier this year, but it came out digitally. And it didn't actually come out on like a physical format until I think it was October 20th. So I'd been listening to it most of the year, but just on Spotify. But when I went to see Sondre in New York, I actually bought the physical copy there because I like to buy directly from the artist, and especially someone like Sondre that I just adore and support. I figure he gets more of the money if I buy it like directly from him as opposed to like Amazon or CD Baby or something like that. So if I know I'm going to go see him and he's released something, I will usually wait until I go see him to go pick it up. So I bought this at the show, and me and Morgan, who is a really good friend that I went to the show with, I kind of forgot that I was going to be buying this, so we ended up traipsing around New York with this for a couple of hours after the show. So it's still got the cellophane on it, but it's kind of gross. It's been in a bar and at a taco truck, and it's probably not super sanitary. But what I wanted to do is I just wanted to talk about the album and the songs, and I guess give as much of an album review as I can at this point, because like I said, it's been out since March. I already know all the lyrics to the songs and whatnot, but I have not seen the inside of the physical copy, and it's actually coming apart a little bit right here. So we're just going to start here. So as I open this, I will sort of remark about the album. I'm really happy that Sondre's face is back on the record. He's put his face on just about every release except for Please, and I really like the cover art, but I like seeing the face of the artist, mostly when it's a solo artist. Like if it's a band, I understand if, you know, they just kind of pick one solitary, like, you know, oh, this smells really good. Oh man, that smells awesome. If they pick one solitary image to sort of represent the band as a whole, but if you're a solo artist, I really like to see the actual artist on the cover of releases. Okay, so this smells so good, and I think it smells like Sondre's candle. So I don't know if he was like bringing it to the show. He had them packed pretty close to the candles. Oh, that smells so good. I really wish I would have gotten one of Sondre's candles. I didn't because I was running a little short on money. And I ended up buying this, and I bought the sweatshirt that has Pleasure on it. I almost wore it, but the camera's kind of tilted in a way where you wouldn't be able to see the word on it, so it would just look like I had on a red sweatshirt. So, so the first thing I noticed about it is that it just smells really good. Like, I mean, vinyl has a smell, but that's not a vinyl-y smell. That's definitely like sort of a... It smells like his candle. I did pick up the candle and I smelled it, and it had like kind of a musty kind of cabiny charm to it. I don't know, it smells like Saturday in bed after sex or something. It's just a really nice smell. So I'm opening it now, and we have the lyrics to all the songs, which is a good thing because I feel like I've been singing a couple of these songs wrong. You can sort of find lyrics online, but I feel better if I'm going by the lyrics that are actually in the CD or the vinyl cover. I really like the color scheme on this album. Lots of like pinks and blues and purples and it's weird because I know they're cooler colors, but they're also like the color of bruising. And so it kind of, the coloring kind of contradicts, like, you know, the name of it, which is pleasure. So, or if he's, you know, if it's like a sadomasochistic thing where you know, take pleasure in pain. But I always thought the cover just it kind of reminded me of bruising or pain or something like that. So it's really interesting that it is called Pleasure. Oh, okay. So on the back here, it looks like it's kind of the same sort of style as the front, but it's him sitting down. Oh my God, this album smells so good. It's him sitting down, and yeah, it's a shot of like his chest and leg and whatnot, and on the back is some of the the promo photos I was seeing for the album. All right, so we're gonna open this. Oh, and the back just has a list of all the songs in that same font that Sondre's been using for the last couple of albums, which if you know the name of that font, please let me know. I have a reason that I want to know it. I won't say here, but yeah, so Sondre's been using like this serif font for Please and Pleasure, and it's been in the videos as well, and I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry, I keep smelling this. It just smells really good. All right, so we're taking out the vinyl. Yeah, it's very nice. It's got the same color scheme as the cover, with the blue and the purple and the pink, and it just says side A and side B. Oh God, it smells so good. That's how you sell a candle. You just fucking put them next to all the vinyl records, and when people get home and they smell it, they go order the candle. Maybe some of you don't know what in the hell I'm talking about, but Sondre has a candle that is made by a place in New York, and I think they're pretty limited. And like I said, I picked it up and I smelled it, and it smelled really good. And some of you may know this, but he has a very strong affinity for candles, for scented candles. So I guess it was only a matter of time before he actually just had one made. And I guess if they're available at the gig in Los Angeles, he's doing another solo show in LA that I'm trying to get to. I'll pick up one then, but I just didn't have the money at the New York show. That is about it. I don't think it came with any sort of like insert outside of the record. So yeah, that's the review of the actual cover of it. I do sort of want to make a few remarks about the songs. This was, and I should know the Trust Sondre by now, but this was it was a hard record for me to kind of get behind at first, because I heard Soft Feelings and I'm Always Watching You, and they had sort of like they had a very strong 80s vibe, and I like 80s vibe, but I wasn't sure an 80s record or an 80s sort of sounding record was something I want to hear from Sondre. You know, Tegan and Sara had done it with Heartthrob, and I really loved it, and then they did it again with the next album that they had, Love You to Death, and I didn't like it. And so when I heard these two songs and I kind of realized that Sondre may be making like an 80s inspired album, I was a little scared. So it wasn't until like I started hearing other songs. I heard Serenading in the Trenches, and I went, oh, okay, not a 80s theme record. And then I remembered Violent Game was actually going to go on this record because it didn't make it on the Please. And so I went, okay, cool, not an 80s record. But now we have a new problem in which it doesn't feel like it's going to be very cohesive, that it's going to be kind of all over the place. And it is all over the place, but it works. It works really, really well. Sondre has a way of taking these really big creative risks and sort of knowing he's doing something that's completely different than what people expect or what people may want to hear. But he kind of takes your hand and he goes, trust me, you're gonna love this. And you go, okay, and then you love it. He's just so talented that I think he kind of enjoys having people maybe second guess some of his creative decisions, because I think he likes to see the look on their face when they realize he's made it work. And I feel like that's the entirety of this record for me. And it happened with Please as well, or rather with Bad Law, because he ended up releasing like a very like out of context clip of it when he was first sort of releasing Bad Law to the world. He didn't release it like normal people do, which is like just the song. He released like a clip of it, and it was just the freak out section of Bad Law. And I remember listening to that and going, oh no, like what's going on? But I said, it's okay. It's Sondre. He'll make it work. And by God, did he make it work? Because Please is wonderful, and Bad Law was like my song of the summer for probably like 2 summers. So yeah, just more of Sondre taking the listener's hand and going, I'll get you there. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. And it feels, you can hear it in the songs too. You can hear that confidence that he knows he's making a good record. And I mean, Sondre's never sounded unconfident on a record, but I think it's because it is such a wild choice in his direction on some of the songs. There's a song on here, Hello Stranger, which he likes to joke that he doesn't even know if it's a song or not. And the structure is a little off. It's not structured like a traditional song, but it when he plays it, it's amazing. And it just kind of goes with the theme of the record as a whole. That's all I'm gonna say about the album. It's amazing. I love all the tracks. It was great to hear him do it solo in New York a couple nights ago. Yeah. I literally went to New York for like 24 hours, so I'm still like trying to catch up with my personal timeline here. So yeah, it's a fantastic record, and because I'm not a music critic or very musically inclined, I'm not gonna get into, the nitty gritty of what it sounds like and the breakdown of it and everything. It jumps around a lot, kind of style wise or genre wise, but it works, and it kind of works in only the way that Sondre can make it work. It's not a record for everyone. I wouldn't even say it's guaranteed. It's a guaranteed like if you're already a fan of his. It's an acquired taste. I think all of Sondre's music, to a certain extent, is an acquired taste. But this one probably more than any of his other records, even more than Please, which was kind of a wild card when it came out because it was so different from anything he had ever done. So I say, just listen to it and decide for yourself. But yeah, that's all I'll say about it. It's a pretty vinyl. I like it. It'll go into my small but very nice collection of vinyl that is 90% Sondre Lerche. I will be posting my semi-vlog later. I just got back from New York like last night, so it's gonna take me a minute to catch up and kind of get my headspace together enough to grab the footage from all the different places and sort of organize it in a way that it tells a story of some kind. But yeah, that's Pleasure. And it brings me pleasure. Man, even like smell wise, that's so good. Oh, that candle. Such a good fucking candle. I really wish I would have bought that candle. So, a quick update to this video. After I finished recording the main part of this, I actually reached out to Sondre via Twitter to ask him about the vinyls and the candles and how they're being stored. And he confirmed that the Pleasure vinyls and the candles are in a room, a closed off room together. So I'm willing to bet that is the reason that the vinyls smells the way that it does. I have no complaints. It's an amazing smell. And if you go to a future show of Sondre's, especially the solo show in Los Angeles that's happening in January, I suggest you buy a Pleasure vinyl just to be able to smell it, because it's pretty cool. It's not anything I've ever really experienced before. And also you're getting an amazing album as well. So there's that. If you liked what you saw and heard and you want to hear and see more, you should click the like button or subscribe for more videos that you may or may not like, but are done by me. So thanks for watching, guys.